Good morning, party people. Good morning. Where are we at with this? What's going on with that? Hello, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me? I got a comment the other day who said that I was not as loud as my commercials. And I just checked my microphone and it's because it was not high enough. Am I louder today? Is this better? Yes? Okay. Good. Okay, good. We love that for us. Those little quiet girls turn my microphone down. Not me. As loud as possible. Good morning, everybody. Here we are on a Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Good morning. We're a couple of minutes early, but that's fine. We got things and stuff. Things and stuff. Oh, I have to tell you about this. Now, you guys give your opinion about this, okay? So Shannon's gone. My wonderful, spectacular, amazing assistant Shannon is gone for the week, so things have been busy, right? Let's just go with busy. Things have been busy. And so I'm like, that's fine. I don't know how I feel about this situation. It's really overcasty here today, so my lights are really bright, and it kind of makes my face look oily, but that's weird. It's not. Anyway, so Shannon is gone, so I've been shipping and doing all the things, lottie-zottie. So I was tired yesterday, right? So I was like, okay, your husband is getting the coffee. Yay! So I was like, I am just going to DoorDash some dinner because I am tired and I need just to DoorDash my dinner. So I did that. And then, okay. So on my front door, because we get a lot of packages here and things and stuff delivered to the house. So there's a sign that says, please put all packages inside of the covered porch. There are no animals in here. Randy Brown, thank you. That's what it says. So they always come, because this is a double front porch, right? So there's the front door, and then there's the porch, and then there's another door. So it's just like the enclosed porch, right? Okay, now I know many of you have never been to my house, but half of my house, some of you have seen it when we bought it. When you pull into the drive, there's a little bit of front yard. It's like the house is here, and then all this is fenced with chain link fence, okay? So it's like in the middle of the house, like halfway through the house, chain link fence. All the rest of the back is completely fenced for the dogs. There is 2 gates, both of which have a flippy chain link, get into the fence thing. And I put additional chains on the fences that you have to clip. They don't have locks, but you clip them for security. And on the fence is a big sign that says, beware of dog. Because remember when Lily was biting the mailman? Okay, so I put in the comments of my DoorDash order. Please put order on the front porch inside of in the enclosed porch. There's a sign that says the instructions at the front door. Please put the order inside of the front porch at the front door. I get a little message, la-di-da. The guy says, okay, Adam's coming to your house. I was like, all right, Adam, where are you at? I'm looking. I don't see anything. He says, okay, Adam has delivered your order. I was like, no? No, where is it? I look in the porch. I'm like, okay, maybe put it on the steps. I go out the front door. I look on the steps, nothing. I go to the garage door. I see nothing. I'm like, what? Then he sends a photo. And the house color, like there's a lot of houses on this block that have the same siding. So I'm thinking, but it has a big white door. And I'm like, I think he took it to somebody else's house. So I message in. And then anyway, they said, we can't help you. Your stuff's been delivered. I said, my stuff is not here. I don't know what to tell you. We get into it on the texting. They said, we're sorry, we can't help you. I got mad, called the credit card company, and was like, hey, I want to dispute this charge. These people never brought my food. He's like, okay, not a problem. We will start the dispute. I said, okay, great. Then I was mad, because now I was tired and hungry. So, okay, fast forward. So this is in the nighttime, right? It was dark. So fast forward to the morning. I go feed the cats, and I go out the back door to my house to let Lily outside, and there is my order. To which I'm like, so, not only did you not follow the instructions to the front door, or put it in the porch, or seen the big sign that I have hanging on the door, you then took it upon yourself to try to figure out how to get into my enclosed backyard, missed all the beware of dog signs, and put it on the back porch? What? So, I did not get my food because I couldn't find my food, because who would be going into somebody's double locked backyard and putting things in the backyard? I don't understand. So then I felt bad, because you know that's how I do. So I felt bad. I was like, well, I gave Adam a really bad review. I gave him 1 star on the app, and I said that's not really fair, because in the review I said he didn't deliver the food. That's not true. So I tried to fix it, but there was no way to fix it. So I texted in and I said, hey, DoorDash, call me. So they called me, and I said, listen, I don't think it's fair that I gave Adam a 1 star, because he did technically deliver it. He didn't follow any of the instructions, and I feel like he maybe should be aware of dog signs and getting into people's backyards, because that seems like unsafe. But I would like to change my star rating to a 3. Not a 5, just a 3. He doesn't know how to follow instructions. I still didn't get my food. And they were like, okay, we will have somebody contact you. So now I'm like, do you guys think that I should have to still pay for these items? Because I disputed with my credit card, and now I'm like, maybe I should tell my credit card what happened, because technically they did bring the food. I didn't get to eat the food, and they didn't follow any of the instructions. So I don't know if I should pay for this service that they technically did do. I don't know. Is that fair? Do you think that that's appropriate? Like, if you still didn't get to eat your food because they didn't follow any of the instructions, and they didn't see the big sign that was posted on the door, and they put their life in danger with the dog through a double lock gate to bring it around to the back for some reason. And then also, he didn't send me a photo, you know how they text you, of where it was after he delivered it. So this is how I had to call into the texty people, because I'm like, well, where's the photo? Where did he put it, right? Because I was like, well, maybe he put it somewhere, right? I don't know. Why wouldn't you just bring it to the front door? I'm so confused. And now I'm like, I feel bad, because, you know, he did a 3-star, not a 1, but technically you're putting yourself into dangerous risk with the dog thing. I don't think that's appropriate. And it's nighttime. Like, why would you be stalking around in someone's backyard in the nighttime? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I should have to pay for it, because I didn't get to eat it, right? But is that my fault? I don't know. Should I have okay, and let's be clear. I have 1, 2, 3 doors. I have 3 doors in my house. Front door, which is the only door accessible to the public, okay? Which is why I'm like, and I don't usually go out this door, because I always go out the garage door, and it was raining. Also, it was raining, and I'm like, so you're stalking around in the middle of the night in the rain? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm just like, I don't know, man. It's bad. Don't pay for it. They didn't follow the instructions. Yeah, I don't know. So that was my experience last night. So last night I had, after all this happened, well, this was prior to me, finding it at the back. So I had warmed up chicken sticks. I don't know if you've ever had Chinese chicken sticks. Whenever we order Chinese, I always get extra chicken sticks because you can put them in the air fryer and then they're like really good. So I had 2 leftover chicken sticks and a pack of crackers. And I called Jeff, who had to go roofing in the middle of the night last night for some unknown reason. Another person stalking around in the rain in the night. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm eating girl dinner. And I said, oh, what kind of girl dinner are you having? And he said, pretzels and really spicy hummus and a bowl of cereal and heartburn. I was like, okay, great. Well, at least we're on the same page. So that's what happened to us yesterday. I thought I was going to love my hair today, but I don't know if I do. I got these little braidey things, and usually I only do it on one side, and I thought, oh, I'll do it on both sides. But usually when I do it on both sides, I put it in a ponytail in the back. Now I just kind of feel like I have a mullet. I'm going to give that 2 stars for the mullet today. I can't do it. I can't do it. Kind of wish the dog, Sunny says, I kind of wish the dog would have been doing their job. The dog was not outside, luckily, because if the dog had been outside, then I would probably, see, that's what I'm thinking, I could be in a lawsuit right now. I'm not, which is great, but I could be. All right. Are we in it to win it? It's kind of got pokey parts. It's fine. It's better. It's better than the 2-star mullet. They might give you your money back or a credit. Do not pay. No, you shouldn't pay for it. They should at least let you knock. Well, they're supposed to text. Well, they did text, and they just said, well, it's there. But they're supposed to send you a picture to show you, where it is. And he did send a picture, but this picture was very zoomed in, and all I could see was, a tan siding and, a little bit of a white screen door, which I do have a white screen door, but who's expecting it to be in the backyard in the middle of the night? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, I have something exciting to share. Let's just do it. Let's do the whole thing. Oh, this is kind of dusty. Poor service has consequences. Again, we're still discussing. I'm still negotiating Mr. Bunson's contract. So don't mind any of this. You had plenty of signs warning of the dog. I know, I don't know. They need to follow instructions. Then I thought, well, maybe he's like a kid or something, Maybe he doesn't clearly know what an enclosed porch is. I don't know. Is that his fault, I guess? This is my Heart of the Ocean jewelry box. Hello! I'm so excited I got this in the mail yesterday. Let's just do it. I don't care if they unmonetize us. Look at the moving. I got it in green. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This is my wedding necklace. I got it in silver and green. So we are doing, if you're unaware, I'm getting married. And we are doing an Art Nouveau. Okay, so I'm very obsessed with the Edwardian period, but based on all of the interior design of the place where we were getting married, we could not do it the way we're supposed to do it. So I made up my own rules and I decided to go Art Nouveau / Edwardian because it's kind of similar. And then the colors that they're providing us in our package are, I picked green and white. And so instead of getting the blue one, I got the green one. Is that from the ship? It is from the ship. So there you go. Perfect. We love that for me. I thought you told me you put the heart necklace in, I sent you in the box. Oh no, I was wearing it. That's why I took it out of there, Rosanna. Remember I made those little blue Heart of the Ocean earrings? And then you had the necklace, and I took those with me and I wore them when I was in North Dakota. And now they're back in the jewelry box because I wanted to put my Heart of the Ocean in there. It's green! Yeah, so I'm super excited. So this is obviously just like a little cheap guy, but I don't care. I think it's going to be great. It's green and silver because we had to go with silver because everything in this venue is silver. And then I went with emerald green, and all of the dresses are going to be velvet green, right? So I'm super excited. So that happened yesterday. Not bad. Not bad. I'm sure that PK hardly even agrees with your choice of green. I know, right? Hi, Cindy. Do you and Rosanna know each other from way back? Well, technically, I guess yes. I think Rosanna's been here for I don't know, 5 years plus, perhaps, plus maybe more than that. I think, I don't know, Rosanna, you were with me on Facebook, right? When I was still in my baby apartment. So if you didn't know this, I used to have Thunder Horse Descendant in a 480 square foot, 1-bedroom apartment where I lived with me and Jefferson and our 2 large 100-pound dogs. And I used to do Facebook Lives. That was some time ago. All right, you guys. So not before you start making jewelry. No. Nope. There's a number of people who have been with me for quite a long time. When I was in my baby apartment, and when I was also in St. Croix Falls, and I've just been doing all the things, and we're about to do some more things. Let me tell you what. We're about to be. Sounds like, did I tell you guys this? Let me just tell you. I don't know if it's for sure yet. Negotiations are in progress. When you had the business in your tiny living room? Yes. So, I used to have Thunder Horse Descendant in my little tiny living room. It's like literally like, I don't know, the size of a bathroom. And we didn't have a couch. We got rid of all of the furniture. No couch, no TV, no table, no anything. We just had a shipping table and a recording table. And then Jeff also had his office in this little tiny space because he was working from home at the time. And yeah, it was a whole thing. And here we are. Oh, so it's in negotiation. This is just between me, you, and the internet. Okay. So we have to be quiet about it because, stuff. It sounds like I might not be moving to Grand Forks anymore. As of a couple of weeks ago, it sounds like I might be moving to Bismarck, North Dakota. So. So there's that, which was not the plan. So if you know what's going on over here, this is going a completely different direction than I thought it was going to, which is great, because that's fine. So if you are new around here, my significant other moved out 10 months ago. It's like 10 months ago. So me and Jefferson, Jeff, who's always in the chat. So like, he didn't like, we're like still, we're getting married, okay? We've been together for like a million years. But he wanted to take this job opportunity over in North Dakota in Grand Forks. And I said, you do what you want. I reserve 2 years, so you can go over there, make sure the job's going to be good and all this stuff and whatever, because it's like a big boy job. And you know how that goes. They got to make metrics and all these things. So I was like, I'm not leaving until I feel that that's going to be fine. So I reserved 2 years. He says, okay. So he goes. He's been gone for 10 months. Why Bismarck? Yes. So then, few weeks ago, the boss people call him in and they said, hey, we want you to move to Bismarck, I guess. And so now they've been in negotiation for 2 weeks. But Jeff told me on a couple days ago, Monday, must have been Monday after their meeting, that they're nearing the end of the negotiation, and it's looking like, as long as everything comes down the pipe the way that it's supposed to, what they've discussed, that he's going to move to Bismarck in May, which is next month. Maybe the middle or the end of May, so he's moving again. So, if you're not familiar, Grand Forks is like on the border of Minnesota and North Dakota. It's like you go over the bridge, you're in Grand Forks. You go over the other bridge, you're in East Grand Forks, which is technically in Minnesota, right? So it's like right on the border. And Bismarck is more towards the middle of the state, a little more towards the western part, like a little bit past the middle and a little more west. Yeah. Was that why he was a little upset a few weeks ago? Yeah. That is why, Rosanna. When it's nice, are you going to move out to the garden table? Yes, I am going to move out to the garden table. I got to get a new, I don't have an umbrella. I don't have an umbrella like for my outside picnic table. I've never had one. I got to get one. And then, yes. This commercial break was brought to you by Pilates. Was that why he was a little upset he's spaghetti? Yeah, so he was upset he's spaghetti, so I don't know what the dealio is at this particular moment in time, but I do know that's what they're telling me. So I said, well, I reserve the right to reset the 2-year timer for Bismarck. So we'll see what happens. We haven't made any complete choices yet. My commercial was political. Okay, just let me say this. Number one, we have commercials because that's how Randy makes money. Number two, your commercials are not my choosing. Your commercials are based on your things. BBS. Anyway, so yeah, that's interesting. But I'm glad that I didn't just jump up and sell the house and go with him on this thing, because then we'd be sitting over there in Grand Forks with nowhere to live. So I'm just like, interesting. So I don't know. I guess we'll get some confirmation at some point in time soon, hopefully. Why is this important to us? It is important to us because the deal was the original plan before now this new situation. The original plan is that we were going to work. So we started this last year. We worked all last year. We opened for this year. We were going to work all the way to Christmas 2024, which is this year. Close down for Christmas and not reopen the bead store in 2025. I was going to continue to do videos and do YouTube, but I wasn't going to reopen the bead store in 2025. Because we were supposed to move. I was supposed to be start selling the house and be completely moved out by June of 2025. Plus we're getting married in March, right? So there's like all that stuff. So I was like, okay, we'll just do videos and we just won't open the bead store. And so this is pertinent to me, pertinent to Shannon and to Phyllis, right? Because obviously when I move, they will not be working, right? So that's been the plan, and then now the plan has changed, but I don't know what the plan is. So we're just waiting So let me tell you this much about it. Let me just tell you this much about it. When I first heard this news, I was quite upsetty spaghetti because I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just wait for a bunch of men to get their shit together and make a decision about what I'm going to do with my life. Me and Shannon and Phyllis. We'll just wait for you guys to decide what's going on. But I've moved past that. Because Jefferson is very good. I was quite angry with the company, but Jefferson is very good. And he's like, well, I have a say in that because Jefferson is Jefferson and that's just the way that we are. So. But I had to calm down. I was like, give me a week, I gotta calm down. Bismarck is right on the line for the time difference. I thought it was Dickinson. Isn't it Dickinson? So, yes, there's pros and there's cons to this. So the pros would be Bismarck is significantly closer to my family. One of the cons would be is Bismarck is significantly closer to my family. I say this in the most loving way. But my family, as you know, has a farm and a business and all these things going on. And sometimes they're not real respectful of boundaries. And they're like, hey, you're just 3 hours away. Why don't you come down here and like do work on your days off? Because they don't think that my job is like real. So I'm like, but I could go see grandma. Just have to be better with my boundary setting. Also, I do have a high school friend who lives in Bismarck. I don't know really what the handmade market culture is in Bismarck. That would need research. Bismarck was just never even on my radar. Even when I lived in North Dakota, obviously when you live in North Dakota, you go to all the towns. But it was just never like it for me. Like it was never like a destination to go to Bismarck. The only time I ever went to Bismarck is when people were in the hospital and I had to go there to see them. Like that was the extent of it. So, I don't know. Jeff has some golf friends, some disc golf friends. If you're not aware, Jefferson is a disc golfer. He was a professional disc golfer for a long time. So he knows people pretty much all over the place. So he has a few friends that are in Bismarck. The drawbacks are that we would be further away from Jordan because Jordan's in Fargo. That is our daughter. And so we'd be further away. And then the drive for Jeff is going to be 7 hours, 14 hours round trip. So, I don't know. I guess they will negotiate it and I will be informed. So that's how we're going. I understand exactly what you mean about the family. What are you going to do about TF? I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do about TF, but the plan is that I was just going to come up here once a month. Isn't there a pastry named Bismarck? Yes, there is a pastry named Bismarck. They're very yummy as long as they're not filled. They're like Long Johns with chocolate on them. But the Bismarck was the name of a naval ship. You know the song? Can't sing it. We gotta sink the Bismarck to the bottom of the sea. You know that song? If you don't know, it might be worth a Google search. Bismarck is the capital of North Dakota, in case you're wondering. Anyways, all that to say this has nothing to do with what we're doing today. Today we're going to make some charm bracelets because I want to. And I still haven't cleaned my mat. If you are going to join us for the members only live today at 3 o'clock, we are going to be cleaning mats and chit-chatting and where's my charms? And figuring out what to do with all this business. Maybe making something, I don't know. We're just having a chit-chat day. The reason for that is because I have I think there's like 25 orders in the queue that I gotta ship because Shannon's not here. So it's not like regular scheduled programming today. So, gotta get that out of here. I'm not complaining. I love that for us. I just gotta do that. Okay, I'm gonna use the 6.1 millimeter oval link chain from Beadalon. This is some chain that I got from them, obviously. Let me zoom down here. I need coffee. I need coffee too, Elizabeth. It's coffee talk. I know. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out what happens. But the plan was originally to go over wherever they're going, whatever Jeff's doing with his life, and get settled in, and then possibly look at, well, to open the online store again once I get, oh, this is really light. Sorry, I just got distracted. Once I get all settled in and everything, and then possibly, when we were talking about going to Grand Forks, I was going to open a brick and mortar store, like a bead store, like a brick and mortar bead store. Like that was the goals. Now the goals have changed. But eventually, once I get over there, I will have to try to reopen my online side. But I gotta find people, you know, because I have Shannon. I am spoiled. I just wish Shannon would just move with me, but she will not, because apparently she has a boyfriend and dogs and whatever life stuff. I want to go to Deadwood. Yeah, I've been to Deadwood. Let me get a warmer upper shot on my coffee. I've been to Deadwood numerous times. My cousin got married there a couple years ago. It's a fun place. They have a lot of history. They have a lot of gambling, but they also have a lot of history. The Black Hills, if you've never been, are really cool, and they have a lot of things to do there. But that's in South Dakota. I understand. I was an army wife with 5 boys, and then you get orders. Yeah, hurry up and wait, Elizabeth. I was also an army wife. Hurry up and wait. Maybe you could go open your own bead store. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see, because now I don't know anything about Bismarck. So, one day at a time, you know, that's what we're doing. Who knows? Maybe the negotiations will fall through. Knowing Jefferson, you know, he's gonna get what he wants, or he ain't gonna do it. Okay. I have a little tiny wrist. So, I just measure the chain to my little tiny wrist. And then when I add a clasp and things, it turns out to be average size. This is my little tiny wrist. I'm going to add a couple links. I'm going to go here. So they could use this as an extender if they want to. Whoever they is. Does this open? What's going on with this? Yes. You know, they, the people. I was kind of thinking I would make these for the craft show. For Annetta. Okay, so let me tell you about this chain. This chain does not have any words on it. Silver plated. Made in China. Okay, so this is very light. Like, very, 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 very light. So light that it doesn't even feel like metal, okay? That's fine. They say it's silver plated. I assume there's some kind of like base metal, but I don't know if it's like, I don't know what it is, which is kind of concerning. But that's fine. All right, good morning. She says, yes, there were days. Yeah, well, the plan when we were looking to move to Grand Forks was that we were gonna buy kind of like some land and stuff, or like not land, but like a farm situation, because we like that kind of thing. And then I was gonna get a trailer house that would act like it's like a double wide trailer that would act as Thunder Horse Senate headquarters or a shop, so that I wouldn't have to have the business in the house, you know? And that was going to be our online headquarters. And then we were considering getting like a storefront, trying out a storefront once we got everything going on. But, you know, here we are. Okay, so these are just like, I don't know, already wrapped up little things that Phyllis gave me the other day. So I'm just picking some out. And then there are crystals, but the crystals are not wrapped. So I think I will wrap those up, a couple of them. I like the milky opalite colors. Sometimes people are not for it. It's like it's you either like it or you don't like it kind of thing. But I'm going to do a couple of those. And then once I get those wrapped up, I'm going to do some of these moons and stuff. Because none of these match. She gave me this bag of stuff and none of it matches. Although this is cute. I love you to the moon and back. You started working on your FOC last night? Yeah, I just updated the FOC list this morning. I seen there was a couple people on it. Well, this has a kitty cat on it. What do I want to do? Okay, let's do I want to do, I like this one. Oh, it's double-sided. I like that one. I like this little moon. I like this little moon. That moon is double-sided. I will use it. This is a little sun. I don't know how I feel about this little sun. A little double-sided rainbow doings. Love that for me. A little, what is this, Saturn? A little bit of Saturn. Oh, there's two Saturns. I could make earrings out of these. Maybe I want to do that. I don't know. This guy's cute. It's the Godsmack son. Do you guys remember Godsmack? The band? Literally, remember 90s kid. Like, all the people in my school have this, like, tattooed on them. I don't know why they were so obsessed with Godsmack. I wasn't really that into it, to be quite honest with you. It's a star. That's kind of big. Here's a better one. Put you over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's cute. It's got like a cloud and like the sun coming out from behind the cloud. I put my FOC in a safe place and now I can't find it. Oh no. It happens. It happens. I kind of like this one. I think I need like, I got a lot of moons going on. I got 2 moons, got 2 stars. I need a sun. I have a sun in my hand. I just don't know if I like that sun. I use this Godsmack one, I guess. What's this one? This one's cuter, but it's not double-sided. Does that matter? I think it does. I think it does matter. I'm gonna go with this one. Or I could do one of these Jupiters. I mean, that would be cute. Or Saturn, or whatever it is. I think I'll do that. What? Oh, Debbie Golden has become a member of the Potter people. Thank you, Debbie. We appreciate you. You'll have to come to our live today. Now that you are officially a party people. All right. I was thinking I would make these little designs for the craft show. I need some kind of really cool clasp. Good morning. Good morning, all. Did you get these charms at the Taylor's Falls? Um, to be honest with you, I don't know where they came from. Phyllis has been Phyllis has been going through tubs of beads, and then she wraps them up and puts them in like a tub for me. And she's been what do you call that? Breaking down a bunch of jewelry that didn't sell. So I don't know if these are all like from the same place or not. She just put them all together in like a celestial thing. So there's that. When I joined, it didn't do that. Maybe the volume wasn't up. Did you guys hear it loud? Because I don't know if it counts if my volume's not on. I just slipped in. Well, we appreciate you also, Elizabeth, even though you didn't get the little notification. We appreciate you being a member of the party people as well. The party people support me, and just because they like to be supportive, pretty much. But they do get their own lives and like behind the scenes stuff and things of that nature. I have an appointment during the worst of the weather. Oh no! Good morning. I'm late. Did my Tai Chi class and it ran over. Oh, Tai Chi sounds fun. Karen. Okay, I'm gonna wind up a few crystals. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a bunch, but a few. I'm gonna go with the bright silver here. Just a few. I'm having too much fun with you and everybody. Yeah. We're not real super professional over here, but we are fun. Let me just say that for free. We are fun. We're supposed to be having fun, remember? Yeah, I like these. I know it's a love or hate situation with the milky glass, but I really do like it. I do. Alright, so I'm just going to wind up a few of these. I'm just going to do cold connection because the rest of everything is going to be cold connection. Bum, bum, bum. You do Tai Chi 3 times a week? That sounds fun. Fun, fun, fun. Ooh, whoa. Hey, come here, you. What are you doing? Tail is being a little bit complex. Yeah, so we got that going on. I'm excited to see Amber. I talked to Amber yesterday. Since Shannon's not here and I'm doing like 5 jobs instead of 3, I think I say this every weekend. I'm like, I think I might take the weekend off. And then you guys see what happens to me when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to work. And then there's just like work everywhere. But I think on Saturday, if Jefferson doesn't come home, which I don't know if he is or not, something's wrong with his car. He's like last weekend, he didn't come home because he couldn't get his car started. I think it might be his fuel pump, to be quite honest. I told him about it, but you know. He's like, it's the battery. And then he got the battery, and it wasn't the battery. And so I think he just needs to take it in. Hey. Okay. Doo-doo. OSHA. Put your goggles on. Randy's cutting wire. Can you explain cold connection? I know what it is, but you say it in my mind just blanks. So cold connection is when you do these little wraps or when you're connecting things together with a jump ring. And warm connection would be if you just wrapped this up and then like put it on the chain instead of connecting with a jump ring. Now some people like to have cold connection and some people like to have warm connection for different reasons. So dependent on the movement for myself, like depending on how I want the piece to move, really depends on if I will use a jump ring or not. So they say that a jump ring is not as safe as a warm connection would be, where you just wire wrap it on, because There is a option that the jump ring could open, right? And it could come apart, which is true. But I feel like since the invention of the oval jump ring, which I don't know when that was, but since we use mostly oval jump rings, when you use an oval jump ring, your weight disbursement is never on the weakest part of the link. Whereas before, all the jump rings that they were pretty much round, right? And so when it's round, there's always a possibility that your weight could be on the weakest part of the link, which is where the link opens and closes. But because of the oval, the way that it's set up, the open and closure part is like on the side. And just because, you know, physics, the weight won't generally end up there. I mean, it can. So some people like to do the wire wrap. Now, I like to do the wire wrap for different reasons, but a lot of times when I do use a jump ring for a connection or a cold connection, it's generally because I want there to be a hinge. It has something to do with the setup of something that I'm making, or I want there to be a lot of movement. So in this charm bracelet, obviously I want there to be a lot of movement, and by connecting with a jump ring, there will just be more movement. You could wire wrap, you know, these on and there would still be movement, but I want more movement, like a hinge in a doorway. So a lot of times for construction of items, I like to engineer it, right? And I'm like, how are we going to make this work? And a lot of times I end up using a jump ring for that purpose of the hinge, or using it because I make decisions after I have started making things, you know, because I'm just like, okay, here we go. We're going to start at the bottom and we're going to work our way up. And then I get up there and I'm like, oh, I want to put this charm on there, which is really easy to do if you can just attach it with a jumper, you know. So it kind of depends on what you want to do. Depends on your situation. I quite enjoy jump ring just because I feel like it's faster. It's my personal opinions about it. Okay, I got 4. 4 seems like an even number, which I'm not really into. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, okay. Let's go here, here, here. Here. Boop, 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 boop. Well, it feels like kind of not what I want. I was thinking like, oh, I could have a stone and a crystal, but now it's feeling kind of like a bit much. So what if we went here, and then here, and then here, just Bunsen here, and here. Crystal, charm, stone, charm, crystal. And one on the tail. That seems better. I feel like that's better. Don't you think this is better? I'm alternating them. I think it's good. I will. I cannot work right now. I am a nurse. Part-time. Oh. A warm connection is the use of heat to solder and weld to join metal. A cold connection is a connection without the use of heat. But yes, that could also be true, Gloria. If you're into soldering, now they're doing, have you guys seen, what do they call that? What do they call that? It was just in my brain. The permanent jewelry. Have you guys seen the permanent jewelry? All over here up in the Midwest, they're doing the permanent jewelry these days. I'm not into it. I don't like it, to be quite honest with you. It's basically just where they like have a chain and then they solder it, like you put it on and then they solder it. They have a little jump ring, and they solder the jump ring on so that like never comes off, unless you cut it, right? And I'm just like, I'm trying to get away from that. You know, part of the problem when we were kids. You remember the problem when we were kids, when we were making friendship bracelets and stuff? And then you had to tie them on with a knot, and there was always like, geez, I wish I could take this off so I could not get it gross in the tub or whatever was going on. Remember? And then we started using clasps because that was the problem. And now I feel like they're going the other way. Gloria's never heard of permanent jewelry. Oh yeah, they do it at all the craft shows up here. There'll be a little gal and she'll have a stand and they got a little soldering iron going or whatever they use for it, and they use like higher quality metals like sterling silver or gold, like 14 karat gold or 18 karat gold or whatever. And you pick out your little chain or whatever you want. Maybe you want an anklet. Maybe you want an anklet. Maybe you want a bracelet, maybe even a chain for the neck, whatever. And then once you put it on, then they just give it a little, and then it's permanently on. Yeah, that's the dealio. I don't know. Quite honestly, you could do that yourself. I wouldn't solder it. First of all, I'd be scared to be soldering next to people's skin, number one. Number two, but you could just put it on like the chain, and then just instead of putting a lobster claw, you could just put a jump ring so there's no end, you know? And then if you wanted to take it off, you would just have to have someone help you to take your jump ring off. Open and close the jump ring. So, options. Options. All right. I'm digging this. We need a clasp of some sorts. I have these, but they are not it, man. These are bronze. No, they're copper. I'm looking on the desk because we gotta clean this desk today anyway. So I'm like, what do we got going on here? Oh, maybe we should use one of these guys. Doesn't really make sense because we'll just hook into our chain. Okay. I'm loving the pearls that I got from you. And the necklace you made. Yay! We love that for you, Rebecca. Oh, anyway, so I was saying, I think I'm going to go hang out with Amber on Saturday. She was just to go visit her grandkid and all that, and we didn't get to see each other on Friday. So I think I might do that. Now I want to use a lobster because I want this to be adjustable. Because I'll probably sell it, right? So I want it to be adjustable. I'm going to use one of these larger bright silver ones. My niece refuses to remove her jewelry. She showers and all, and I'm like, that's not meant to be in water. I know a lot of people are like that. I don't get it. It's just like, okay. But I will say, when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I had a necklace. It had a ball bearing on it that I got from my uncle. And I put a little Chinese symbol in it, and it just was on a ball chain, just like your run-of-the-mill ball chain. And I wore that thing every day for, I don't know, 10 years. But I had to replace the ball chain every once in a while because it would wear out. And I would wear it. I never took it off, slept in it, wore it to school, wore it in the tub, wore it swimming, whatever. And then it would turn my neck green. And then I'd have to replace it. So there's that. Okay, focus. What are we doing? Okay, so lobster over here. Like so. This can act as the extender chain. We'll put this on the end over here for funsies. And now all we need is the jump rings. I half jump rings, but they're not bright silver. Right here. Hi, Mr. Blinton. What you doing, sir? These look to be all round. What is happening? Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, better. Do you see my message about shears? Well, no. I haven't checked the bat phone yet this morning. I was doing all of the YouTube things and prepping for that. All right, what size are we gonna use here? Got all the sizes. Ooh, a tinky top might be kind of cute. I have a nice little set of opal colors that you are using. I will post them in the group. I use gold colorware. Ooh, that sounds fun. You know me, I'm a silver girl. Well, also just because, I guess I did have gold, but this one didn't have as large as links. This one is, I don't know what they call this kind of chain. This is like a, doesn't this one have a certain name? I mean, it's kind of, it's not curb chain, right? It's like something else. This one didn't have a package, so I can't know. I can't know. All right, so let's get this party started, shall we? I am going to start with the lobster claw. Hey, did you just fall out of my design? I feel like it did. Anyway, okay, I think I'll use a small for the lobster. Cable chain? Dapped? Yeah, I don't know. It's got, oh, what the heck? Oh, I'm holding on to both of those. You can't hold on to both sides. Okay, just let's start with that. Can't hold on to both sides when you open a jump ring. Just one side, in case you were wondering. All right. Let's get this out of the way. Bum, bum. I think I'm going to try Tinky Tots. These are what we consider to be Tinky Tots. These ones, anything under a 4mm oval is what we say is a Tinky Tot around here, in case you're wondering. And I'm going to start right here. You were thinking cable chain? I will look at the message, Cindy, once I get it my life together here. I didn't measure this out, but I think I'm just gonna go 1, skip 2, 1, skip 2. Yeah, why not? I think this will be a cute little celestial bracelet, and I think that this chain that we're using will work out really good for that. I think they'll like these at the craft show, to be quite honest with you. Skip 2, skip to Malou. By the way, who is Lou? What is that all about? I have questions. Skip to my Lou. What's going on with Lou? Who is Lou? He's just a boy I know? Is that how that's going? I am confused. skip. Skip to My Lou is a nonsense song from the 1840s that was used for a partner stealing game and dance. The word Lou or Lou means love in Scottish. Partner stealing dances. I see. See, you hang around here long enough, you'll learn stuff. Might not always be what you expected, but it'll be something nonetheless. Skip, skip, boom. Rosanna just giggles. Maybe the bathroom? Ugh, you guys. So, yeah, anywho, back to the whole, like, what happened here? Oh. Back to the whole hanging out with Amber this weekend. I'm super excited about that, probably. We'll see what Jefferson's doing. 1, 2, skip, skip, skip to Malou. They better not be trying to demonetize me for skipping to my Lou from the 1840s. I will be very upset. 1, 2. Okay, get on there, you. This guy feels really small. Come on. I can't see if it's closed all the way. It looks closed. No skipping. No skipping. No running in the hall, they said. Oh, you guys. So what do y'all got crack-a-lacking today? Anything? Anything good? One, two. Skip, skip to Malou. This would be a good option for the chain station. Just saying. But you know, it is what it is. Put this guy right here. Skipping to the loo would be more inconspicuous than running. Oh, you guys are so silly. Everything is bright silver and blinding me. I think I got it. Nope. I don't know. Ah! Danger! Dangerous. You know what? I'm thinking I might have to switch this out over here, otherwise our oh, but there's a moon there. I feel like I got more of the bigger ones down this side, and I don't like that. Not me, I'm just resting. Physical therapy kicked your butt. Going to make a vat of egg roll soup. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta make my pork roast when we get off here. I've had this pork roast for 2 days. I've been gonna make it since Monday. I was like, I'm gonna meal prep and stuff because I'm an adult and I can do it. And then I never had time to make the pork roast. I was gonna do it last night, but it's too late. And then I was like, oh, it takes 9 hours according to the recipe. So I gotta do that. 1, 2, skip to Maloo. 3, 4, shut the door, right? 5, 6, pick up 6. Is this the same song? Is that the same song? Am I losing it? It's real possible. Biscotti menu items. Lunch with a friend. 26 pounds. Good job, Deborah. You go, girl. I'm just waiting until I can actually do gardening. Seems like a good excuse for today. My plan. Moon? Moon. Moon? Moon? Star. Skip, skip, boop. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and then do I want to do stone over here? So because I did my skip to Maloo business, I didn't have enough room for these last two or whatever they were. Because I'm gonna leave this blank for the tail, which is fine because then I don't feel like it's so off balance. A bit of stone on there, and I'll just put this stone at the end. Let me put a bigger jump ring so it's kind of clear that it's just an end piece and not really like part of the bracelet. Heyo! Okay, wait, let me get my earring thing, my bracelet sizer. Let's zoom you out a little bit. Oh, it's 10:06. I wasn't even paying attention, Craigs. Okay, so I would say, I mean, like, you can put this wherever. So what happens to me, because I have a little wrist, I have like I usually have to move the end or put a jump ring or cut it off or something because a lot of times the chain isn't big enough or they put a toggle clasp on it or whatever the deal is to wear charms. So I like this idea that we're going to use this chain from Beadalon because it's got the big thing. So like even if you had a really tiny wrist, you could go anywhere on the chain and you could make it work. You know what I'm saying? So like that. I feel like as a person who has a small wrist, that's a good option if you're selling things to use this type of chain. That's what I'm going to use because, you know, stuff and things, adjustableness. So I would say like this is probably the end. It's giving 7 1/4. If you went over to the star, you'd be at an average 7. Got all this little bits. Ooh. Come on, camera, you can do it. Maybe. Hey, somebody must be calling me. When somebody calls me, my phone does that. So there's all the little bits. I like it. And then here's the tail. So the other thing too is like you could tell people if you were selling, like if they, why do these people keep calling me? What is the deal? Go away. Hold on. Anyway, wait for that to stop. So you could tell people too, like, if they put it on and this was like extensively long, you could just remove a couple of these, you know, because sometimes if it's really large, and that's hanging down, a lot of people won't like that. But then also, you could go way up here and you could get, we have 8.5, 8.5, and then possibly 8 3/4, right? So you got a whole range of sizes. Let's see if they stopped calling me now. Okay, what is happening? Something's happening with this. Anyway, now I have to do manual tapping. I don't know. Anywho, so that's the goings-ons with this guy. There, now it's working. So I think this is a really cute idea. I do like this chain for this. This was the 6.1 millimeter oval link. And then I do have a bunch of these already wire wrapped up, like oval links. So also important to note is that this is a good idea, I feel, this is just my personal opinion, to do with your charms that don't match, right? So these are all in like the celestial theme, but none of them match. So, but when you're doing charm bracelet, you don't necessarily want them to match, but if you're making earrings, you would obviously maybe want them to match. So I think that this is a good idea to do with your things where they don't match. So maybe like your charm soup. I don't know if you have a charm soup. I do. And then also I had these were also in the bag. So you could do different color variations. Although these are all crystal. Now that I'm looking at them, there's no beads. But these guys here, these are chip beads. So if you have chip beads, you could create this with crystals, like do a whatever. You could do more beads, whatever you want to do. Like there's a lot of different variations, but that would just be like my thoughts is I would use this design for charms that don't match and chip beads, which, you know, we don't really, I mean, I don't personally, I will speak for myself. I use the chip beads for certain projects, but no, it's not like a bead that I gravitate to that I use all the time. But I do have a lot of them. So this might be a project for that. Things and stuff. I like it. I'm gonna make some of those for selling. I think they will be good. What do we got going on? That's good feeling. Walking and my pants fell down. Oh my goodness. Oh. I get attached to my old clothes and I don't want to move them along like I should. Oh no, Jenny. No, just go on. Just let them go on to someone new who could use them. Hi, good morning. Nice. Gloria, that's the fun part. You're supposed to be like, oh yeah, I lost the weight. Now I have to go buy new clothes. Mercy me, what will I do with my shopping day? That's how I do it. I switch my clothes around. So I have like a tub of clothes that I have are like summer clothes. And so I have to probably this weekend switch over the winter clothes. So I just put all of my like winter clothes into the then storage box. I take out all the summer clothes and then now I have summer clothes. When I take the summer clothes out, if they don't fit when I take them out for whatever reason, or I don't like the way they fit when I'm hanging them up, then I just donate them. I don't hang them up and be like, oh, maybe they'll fit. No, because that's not good for your closet. Your closet has to have all the things that you like and all the things that fit. So you spend less time in your closet looking for things that fit and things that you like and more time beading. You see. Because if you go in there and you're like, oh, that doesn't fit right, or I don't like that, or those colors don't go together, or this is whatever, you spend way too much time in there messing with that. Yeah. No. I actually buy my clothes, well, I buy my clothes at the thrift store. And I did a capsule wardrobe this winter. I always have done like a, you guys may have noticed, I didn't like make an announcement about it or anything, but like a lot of the times for like a season, I'll be like, oh, this season we're going to wear jumpers. This summer we're going to wear shorts. This winter we're going to wear dresses with leggings or dresses with tights. And that's like what I wear. But this year I actually did a capsule wardrobe, or I created my own capsule wardrobe at the Goodwill. And I will say it's significantly less expensive. Number one, because it's at Goodwill. Number two, because you're not buying as many pieces of clothes. If you have a capsule wardrobe that you pick some colors, so you pick your neutral colors and then you pick like a color or two colors that go together in a colorway or that you like. So I pick army green a lot. I like army green, which some people consider a neutral, but I don't. So you pick a color. So mine was black, white, cream, army green. Doesn't seem that like whatever. But then when you get your clothes in all of those colors, those are the clothes that you buy. Then all of your clothes match. You know what I'm saying? So when you go to the closet, you have different types of clothes, like different like t-shirts and knit sweaters and whatever. But you only have like 4 to 5 bottoms, or maybe 6 to 7 bottoms, and you have more tops, but they all match. So it doesn't matter what you grab because it matches, because you've already mapped it out. And then you're spending less money trying things that might work, or less money going with like colors that don't go together in your closet, right? So you don't have to mess around with that. And then everything is less money and less time. This is just my personal opinion. Plus it makes it really easy to pack for travel. So there's that. So when I unpack my summer clothes, I just did this year. It was my first year, my first winter. So my winter clothes are fine, but my summer clothes are all over the place. So I will have to then create a capsule summer wardrobe because I just have like a bunch of crazy things in there. And I found out, which I always kind of knew about myself, but I found out that I like to wear kind of basic items, and then I like to accentuate with the jewelry, right? That's kind of my deal. So it doesn't really matter, like I can wear a basic, I wouldn't even consider this a basic because it has a print on it, but like a basic color or whatever. And it could be a nicer shirt, like, a knit top or some kind of top or whatever, a blouse perhaps. But if it's like a solid color, then when I put on all my jewelry, which is what I want to showcase, because the jewelry always fits, then you're good. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I do it. It just makes it really simple. Oh, I don't belt. I tried to belt before. I cannot belt. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's an accessory I do not deal with. I have clothes from 30 years ago. Oh, no. No, Beth. No. Maybe it's a Midwest thing. I've always done this. My mom taught me how to do this we used to do this when we were kids. So it's like you pack up, you have a tote. What fits in the tote is what you can store. Like a rubber tote with a cover, like a Rubbermaid tote. And you put your favorite items in there, and then the rest of it goes to the Goodwill. And then in the summertime, you switch your clothes over. You might have a fall box. Some people have a fall box because they're like in between clothes, They have like a fall and a winter and a whatever, and you just rotate these. And I even do that with my jewelry. That's why sometimes like there's a bunch of jewelry in here. I have jewelry that's like packed up. So sometimes you'll see like I'll wear certain pieces for a certain amount of time, and then pretty soon you're like, I thought she really liked those. Where did they go? And you don't see them for like 6 months. It's because I've flipped my jewelry and now I'm wearing other things. Maybe I'm a weirdo. Totally possible. But yeah, it also declutters your house. So this is another selling point on that. It declutters your house, so you don't have all this stuff piled up. You're not holding on to things that don't fit, that you don't like, that are not in style or in style for you at that particular moment. It causes less emotional stress when you go to your closet and everything fits. Like, even if you have to buy bigger clothes or whatever, I fluctuate with weight a lot. I have urticaria, so I go up and down a lot because I don't do a lot of exercising because I'm allergic to my sweat, and that's a problem. And sometimes I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna eat what I want. Okay, and so I fluctuate with my weight a lot, but it causes less emotional stress and damage to yourself if you go to your closet and everything fits, right? So then you don't have to have that whole breakdown, especially when you're getting ready to run out the door for work or whatever. You're like, I don't have time for this, right? And when all else fails, purses always fit. Purses always fit. Shoes. I used to think shoes always fit, but that's not true either. My wardrobe was business clothes, and now I am retired and I own 2 pairs of sneakers, 2 pairs of size 12 jeans, and from Walmart, and 20 years of business attire. Just let it go, Gloria. You gotta find a new style. Maybe you could research with all your retirement time. You could research on Pinterest what kind of style you want to have. Maybe watch a few YouTube videos for whatever your body shape is. If you go into the body shape on YouTube, you can say, I'm an apple body shape. That's me. I'm an apple. I'm an apple body shape. How do I dress me? And then they'll just show you all kinds of things. Time is for beads. Right? All right, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm just carrying on over here. I like our little charm bracelet. I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to start the pork roast and then shipping. Okay, so there's some shipping gotta go on, and then I'll probably have to stop shipping to come up here and do the members only live at 3. Okay, so it'll be at 3 Central Time, and we're just gonna do things and stuff. We're gonna clean off this mat, figure out what we're doing with our life, have a little chit chat, kind of like now, and that's what we're gonna do. All right, you guys. I hope you all have a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.